First of all, let me say that it is a real honor for me to be a part of this church. And I actually came to the church as a TV viewer. And once I was here, it was very clear that the church puts a lot of emphasis on our being the hands and feet of Christ and taking a mission trip to put that into action. And so after watching people go on various mission trips, I had the opportunity to go on a vision trip with Reverend Ann Spears to the Mission of Hope in Haiti. And that was a life-changing experience, to say the least. But to see the work that the Mission of Hope does with those wonderful people in Haiti, it's amazing. To see them feed them, clothe them, have a clinic to help them with their medical needs, and to educate the children, and to see all those children worshiping and praising God in the chapel services, it's just fantastic. And one of the most outstanding ministries they have is the Three Chords Ministry. And this ministry is organized to help amputees who lost an arm or a leg in the earthquake. And the women were outcast from the society because they were viewed as deformed and not fit for society. So the Mission of Hope had a prosthesis lab, and they could actually come to the mission without an arm or a leg and leave the same day with a new arm or a new leg. And while they were waiting their turn, they were teaching them to braid headbands. And as the missionaries watched these women work with their hands, they thought, maybe we could teach them to sew and they could have a livelihood that would help them support their families and be self-sufficient. And so out of that was the Three Chords Ministry. And our church has been very involved in helping them. So after we came back from the trip, Ann took another trip in February, and the mission told her that there was a need for a computer for these women. And Ann just casually mentioned that to me. She didn't ask me to do it. She just said, they've mentioned that they need a computer and it would be great if we could take one down there when we go. So it occurred to me that that might be something that the Lord was telling me to do, a computer. That's way out of my comfort zone. I'm not very technologically savvy. And so I prayed about it. And of course, there was some anxiety associated with that as I was making the decision. But I decided that yes, I should take this leap of faith, make the donation, and see if I couldn't send a little blessing to the people of Haiti. So I want you to know that I did this act of giving the computer not with any expectation of what I was going to give back. It was something that I felt the Lord was calling me to do, to be a blessing to others. And I was in a position to be able to give something that meant so much to these women. And it was the blessing that I received in seeing how much they could use it, how overjoyed they were to receive it. And it wasn't something that I was real comfortable doing because I'd never done anything quite like that. And I'll have to say there was some anxiety involved in making this decision. But once I did, I was at peace with it because I felt the Lord was actually telling me, bless these women with this computer and watch what I can do through them.